You motherfuckers went stupid on the last video. Hey, your boy appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie, I was not expecting that. But before we get into this video, I got a little proposal for y'all. Can y'all help a brother out? Help this nigga get 50 subscribers, bruh. I'm sitting at 27. So last video we talked about how much of a menace this nigga Regulus was, catching over 50 bodies in a couple of seconds. And if you don't know who Regulus is, for one, what the hell is wrong with you? You need to go watch my other video now. No, I'm playing. Don't click off. But you need to watch that video. And for two, let me give you a little introduction. Wife chopper, bitch slapper, Corneas Doodleberry III, and the Saint Archbishop of Greed, Regulus Corneas. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not finna hold you. Regulus, this nigga got his ass whooped the hell. He got his ass beat this season. I'm not gonna lie. Let me show y'all a little clip.
I'ma take you to hell.
Why you talk to like that? Get your ass nigga.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this nigga is getting his ass beat. Somebody pull this woman off this man.
Free my man Corneas, man. I ain't gonna lie, but we ain't here to talk about how much he got his ass beat. We ain't not here to talk about that. We here to talk about how he got that chihuahua in him.
Cap.
So with further ado, it's time to rewind. I ain't finna hold y'all. This is like 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, so Subaru and the gang are on their way to the Watergate city of Pristilla, and this place is huge as hell. I ain't gonna lie. The way of transportation is through water, and it's not a bad city. It's pretty cool. Nothing definitely bad won't happen. Definitely not. Their business there is to find Anastasia. She's throwing a party so they can discuss a merchant that is holding a magic crystal that Amelia needs. So Subaru and the gang make it to the party, and they are greeted by Miss Fine Shit right here. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna talk about her right now. This ain't an episode, but they're greeted by Miss Anastasia right here, and this nigga.
Oh my fucking god, bro. This nigga.
Oh, is that Subaru? I see you're still as much made as ever.
Oh nigga, get my dick out your mouth, you gay ass nigga.
You know, Subaru and him have their, fair share of history together, but we're not talking about that right now. After a few moments of yapping from the whole group, Anastasia finally gets to business and talks about the merchant. And this nigga has a nickname that's pretty disturbing. His nickname is the Songstress Maniac because he's in love with a little girl.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
But she's a 20-year-old in a little girl's body. Ultimately, trying to get the crystal out of the merchant failed, and you want to know who sold the deal? This nigga Super was all over Liliana, and you want to know what the merchant did when he seen Super all over Liliana like that? Let's play a little game. Got 3 options, A, B, or C. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds to guess. If you chose A, you're correct. If you chose B, you're also correct, because this nigga is crazy as hell. And if you chose C, what the hell is wrong with you, my nigga? He had such a tantrum that he decided to blow up the whole place, and this nigga is crazy as hell. No, the gang did not receive the crystal, and they were on a walk of shame. Now, when you're on a walk, one day you may just bump into somebody, and when you bump into somebody, you apologize and go on about your day. Well, unless you are a crash out. But in this situation, it was a completely different story. Now, while on this walk, Amelia ends up bumping into this familiar person. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, nigga. It's Regulus. Now, Regulus is such a damn weirdo. It's not even funny. The first thing he says after Amelia apologizes to this nigga is, "I was so captured by your beauty." Like, my nigga, what? You don't even know, like, I mean, I guess. But after that, he tries touching her, and Subaru ain't gonna let that shit slide. He immediately grabs his hand and says something like, bitch ass, keep your hands off my shawty. And then, they going on about their day. But after that, everything went completely fucking left. That nigga Regulus said, "I'm gonna get my bitch." Now, everything went completely left. Damn, I can't even talk. Fuck. Everything went completely left when this bitch showed up. Now, this person will get a video of her own.
Yes, I'm finally a part of a video.
Bitch. Reinhardt, Come get this bitch.
He ain't gonna.
Now, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, she would get a video of her own. Everything went completely left when she showed up. Regulus also showed up and ended up taking Amelia. And, you know, Subaru tried to help, but, he got his shit packed the fuck up. Somebody get this nigga a fucking doctor. Not even me, just help this fucking nigga. So when people date each other, they tend to get married in like a couple of years. You know, other cultures probably, you know, have multiple marriages or whatever, but this nigga Regulus sets the standard and he gets what he wants. Now, I've looked up on Google because I didn't know exactly how many wives he had. Mind you, Regulus is over 100 years old. So over his 100-year lifespan, he's had over 291 wives. Now, most of them women, you know, died over the lifetime, but right now in the series, I'm pretty sure in season 3 he brung 78 wives, and Amelia's supposed to be his 79th, if I'm correct. Correct me in the comments or not. But she was supposed to be the next wife. So, ladies and fellas, man, this part is the final part, and if you made it to this part of the video, I just want to say thank you and buckle in. And with further ado, let's get straight into it. Regulus's wives finished up the wedding, and I won't lie, Regulus and Amelia had that shit on. Regulus is a badass dude, I won't lie, but he be having his women dressing nice, and he know how to put that shit on. Now, before they got married, Amelia had her own, you know, words to say, but before she could say anything, Regulus had his own words he wanted to say. He said something upon the lines as, when we get married, I don't want you to ever smile again. No joy, no happiness, no feelings at all. This nigga is really crazy. Now, you already know Amelia wasn't finna go with that shit, and as soon as she mentioned Subaru name, this nigga Regulus just goes fucking berserk. This nigga is pure insecure. He is so weird. Now, as Regulus was gonna attack Amelia, 2 doors just come flying over this nigga, knock that nigga fuck out. That nigga Regulus died the door cut, and 2 heroes come and make their motherfucking entrance. Subaru and my goat, Regulus. Damn, Regulus. Damn. Reinhardt. Y'all don't dislike the video, I didn't mean to say that. Now, the thing about Reinhardt is he has this sword, and this sword comes out when he finds a worthy opponent. Now, you would think Regulus, with his infinity, you know, his overpowered infinity and can't take damage whatsoever, would be, you know, a fitting opponent for this said sword. Reinhardt tried pulling it out, pause, but no pause. But the sword said, nigga, you ain't him, you are ass. Now, after all that happened, hands just started being thrown. Everybody was fighting. Hands started being thrown. Now, I wouldn't even really call this a fight. I would call this more of a one-sided ass beating, because Regulus was getting his ass beat.
Where you going, nigga? What? You stupid.
As you see, this nigga Regulus was getting his ass beat. Now, the only way he could stop Reinhardt from whooping his ass was to throw this nigga to the moon. Now, Regulus is the type of dude to play with his food, which mainly led to his downfall. Now, Subaru and Amelia needed to find a way to beat this nigga, or figure out a way to, you know, stall for time until Reinhardt gets back. Amelia made a diversion so she could get the hell up out of there and go to the wives, because Subaru had a little hinge that they was part of the reason why he's so unkillable. Now, I didn't know anything about Subaru upon this, so basically Regulus's you know, authority is named off a star, and Subaru figured that out because apparently he studies, you know, he's a star genius or some shit like that, you feel me? And when Subaru figured out Regulus's weakness, or, you know, his ability, Regulus had the most disgusting face ever. This nigga was like, oh shit. That's when he first felt fear. I'll explain his power. So basically, he stops time within itself. He cannot take damage. So basically, he's the better version of Gojo, basically. And with that ability, he finds love interest and he places his heart in them. And once those love interests, or if they die or they get frozen or something, that's when he's on a time limit, and when that time limit runs out, he basically dies. Now, when Amelia made it to the wives, they were basically to the point of ending themselves. I don't know if I could say the other word on YouTube, but they was on the point of ending themselves. But Amelia, you know, with her smart, her smart brains, she decided to freeze them so it can stop the hearts in them so they can, live. Now, when Subaru and Regulus seen the tower of ice, this nigga Regulus got really pissed off.
How dare you take all my precious wives, you mother...
Here's the divorce papers from all your wives.
Now, I won't lie, I thought Regulus was dead, because who the hell is surviving that? But for whatever reason, this nigga came out unscathed. Like, no damage done. Now, Amelia ended up figuring out that Regulus implanted his heart inside of her. I don't know how the hell Subaru thought of this, but you end up using his unseen hand to pull out the heart. And after that, Amelia just started laying hands on this nigga Regulus, bro.
I'm losing to this bitch.
53. That's how many times I lay hands on you. You better prepare your face, bitch.
I'ma take you to hell.
I can talk to you like that. Bitch ass nigga.
Subaru, help this nigga.
Nah, B.
After Amelia was done beating that ass, she had this nigga Regulus looking like a damn pug. A ugly motherfucker. And, this nigga Regulus had an idea. He started to complain and whine and ask Subaru for a fair one-on-one. So Subaru was like, yeah, I'll give you a one-on-one. Next thing you know, Reinhardt comes down, saves the motherfucking day, launches this nigga Regulus up in the air, making this nigga doing fucking loop-de-loops like we riding a roller coaster or something. He sent that nigga Regulus flying, and he had this nigga Regulus crying like a bitch. He started thinking about his wives, and next thing you know, this nigga Reinhardt was on top of Regulus like he was a damn surfboard, bro. Bro, pack it up. Pack it up, bro. I'm about to end this video. Pack it up, bro. He sent that nigga Regulus flying back down, and, he was done for. That nigga was dead. I mean, he drowned in the water, but, he died. That was the end of Regulus' terror. If you made it to the end of the video, I would like to personally thank you. This video took a long time to make a little bit, but thank you for making it to the end. Consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and with that, I'll leave y'all with a little something.